What up, Talking Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Female Friday on Knuckle Up by Talking Fight. You know what it is, guys. I've been on a hiatus, but I am now back. We are back with a good one, guys. We have revamped Female Friday a bit. I won't only be profiling just top prospects to be watching around the world, but I will be bringing you the latest in women's boxing news. And today, guys, it's with a saddened heart that we talk about a well-respected amateur boxing official, Ina Schuster. She died of cancer. Unfortunately, she lost her battle. Uh, Ina Schuster is the daughter of the well-known boxing trainer Henry, who has trained some of New Zealand's greatest, including Junior Fa, Shane Cameron, David Tua, Shea Brock, and many more. But uh, boxing ran in the family, and Ina took up boxing herself. Before she became an official, she had started an amateur boxing career, achieving multiple New Zealand national championships, including winning the 2000 New Zealand Boxing National Junior Championship and the 2005 New Zealand Boxing National Elite Championship, both times representing Fielding. As an official, she had judged and refed many talented boxers, including Jerome Pampaloni, Aaron Walsh, Richie Hadlow, David Nika, Troy Gratton, Gina Fabian, Irene Nicholson, Ryan Schaaf, Wendell Stanley, and the names go on and on and on, guys. She climbed the ranks of the boxing official as she qualified as an international boxing official with ABA. With this, she was able to officiate across the world, including the Pacific Games. And in 2021, she got her first hand at professional boxing as an official, where she refed Jerome Pampaloni versus Thomas Russell and judged Nicholson versus Fabian. With her long history as an official, competing as a two-time New Zealand champion, and her wide knowledge of boxing, she eventually rose to the ranks of becoming the president of the New Zealand Boxing Referee and Judges Association in 2001. She will be remembered for her bubbly personality, kind warm heartedness, her massive contributions to the sport of boxing, and the love she shared with friends and family. She's a mother and daughter, sister, and friend of a lot of people around her. The New Zealand boxing community was sent into mourning with this death of Chris Martin. Yesterday, the community mourned in addition with Ian Schuster. So, guys, it saddened hurts that we definitely lose somebody in boxing, a big part of boxing in the New Zealand area. So it's unfortunate, but these things happen. Shout out, and my condolences are to her and her family. With saddened hearts, we're here to let everybody know. And on a brighter note, I want to talk about two of New Zealand's women. Miyamoto, Lanny Daniels have successfully defended both their world titles on the same night in amazing fashion. Now both will get to defend their titles again, but this time in their hometown, making history in so many ways. Miyamoto has successfully defended the IBO World Super Bantam title against a tough Ellen Swimka from Maui. But Motu stole the headlines on the night when her shoulder dislocated in the first round, and Motu popped it back in to win the fight by unanimous decision. Talk about some strength in this one, I'm telling you. Lanny Daniels, who has also defended her IBF World Heavyweight title against South African boxer Razel Mohammed, receiving her first professional stoppage in her career. Even better yet, the stoppage came during the world title defense. Mohammed showed she was simply not ready for a world title fight as Daniels completely outclassed her. The event was history-making, an event with two Maori world champions successfully defending their respective world titles in the same event. Now, both boxers will get to defend their title in their hometown of Northland, New Zealand, which again will be history-making. Both Daniels and Motu have never fought in their hometown during their professional career, and there has never been a televised boxing fight to be hosted in Northland before. So just to put the icing on the cake, the event will be at New Zealand's first boxing stadium show since 1962 at Athletic Park in Wellington. As stated by the promoter, the event will most likely be on the 2nd of December, the unofficial capital of Northland. The event will be held at Simonov Stadium, also known as Okra Park, which is an outdoor stadium that generally can hold between 18,500 to 30,000, depending on the requirements needed for the event from the venue. However, in the 1970s, the attendance record was close to 40,000 for a rugby union game. The stadium has hosted multiple different events over the years, mostly rugby union games. Two events that got the stadium close to selling out were 660 concerts and Women's Rugby World Cup. Who could possibly be the opponents for Lanny Daniels and Mia Motu? Both boxers have many options. However, Daniels will be getting close to be given a mandatory challenger. But the next defense could be retired Perez, winner of the Vanessa LePage Jonas and Tima Nagy, which happens on September the 8th. Raquel Miller, Khadija Green, Balito Awali, and Angie Paola Roca in Australian Che Kinley wins her next fight in October. So as for Mia, the one name we all want Mia to fight is Trinica Johnson. Trinica Johnson was the former IBF World Super Bantam champion before losing it to Ellie Scottney in June. Motu versus Johnson would be a history-making bout to have the first ever Maori versus Maori for the world title fight. A backup option would be the legendary Lupi from Wellington. Lupi has not boxed since 2021, but was a former WBA World Super Bantam champion. Lupi is still active in the kickboxing scene. The final name on this list I would love to see Mia fight is legendary Australian boxer Susie Ramadan. We've had her on here before. We've talked to her. That'd be a great fight. I believe those two, both history-making women in their right, in their right respects. Ramadan, who has defended two New Zealand boxers, including legendary Michelle Preston and Christina Tai. Ramadan's last in-ring performance was a defeat against Trinica Johnson. Other results on that night included Jerome Pompoloni defeating Cezanne by a first-round TKO for the IBF Intercontinental Light Heavy title. Zane Adams defeating Enrique Megsalin by unanimous decision after being knocked down in the first round, and Amado Matika defeating Joseph Sumura by unanimous decision. So, guys, these are the things that we're talking about today on Female Friday. Well-respected amateur official. I'm sorry to say, she passed away again. That, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Ina Schuster passed away. It's unfortunate. Boxing has lost a big part of its a big contributor to women's boxing in New Zealand. And, my shouts and respects are with her and her family at this time. And again, we're talking about Mia Motu, Lanny Daniels, about to make some epic history here, guys, defending their titles on their hometown and fighting in their hometown. Lots of people up, for this one. Lots of people here, lots of options. So we're definitely going to see this, fight happen in the future. Can't wait to see it. Around December, we're talking. So, guys, keep on the lookout. We will be in touch with Mia to find out when she's going to actually be scheduled for this fight, who her opponent's going to be, and we definitely will get her back on the show in here for an interview. It has been a long time since we've had Mia on the stage. Definitely want to get her in here as soon as possible. Well, guys, you know what it is. It's your man, Mike Orr. It's Female Friday. I'm back. Look for me next Friday, same time, same channel, new topics, always talking about women's boxing. You know what it is. Remember, guys, fighting solves everything. Knuckle up.